And good evening, folks. Still nice and quiet here in Fargo as we speak. So if you do plan on stepping out for a late night walk, I'm saying, hey, all systems go for that here before we're tracking some overnight shower and storm chances here for some folks. But of course, our Luther Family Ford Skycam shows, well, a whole lot of nothing, which is great to see. Satellite, though, imagery. This is visible imagery for this afternoon. This shows that low pressure system and how that was churning its way through. There's some of the storms that we saw firing up this afternoon. So, but boy, the one thing really cool to see from a weather standpoint is just the spin of that low pressure and the vertical, the altitude of those clouds right near the center of that low pressure. But of course, you can see that's continuing to push its way toward the east into portions of Ontario. And of course, once it does clear, we will see some cooler temperatures for the end of this week. But take a look at that dew point there, 64 degrees. That's the measure of moisture in the air. The south wind we saw today really helped to bring some of that more humid air in. That's why our relative humidity right now is at 76%. So overnight, can't completely rule out some patchy, dense fog, especially up and down the Red River into portions of the Devil's Lake Basin in northern Minnesota. Again, use those low beams, your headlights, of course, but then use those low beams. No high beams if you encounter any of that fog, just so you can see better in that fog if you do indeed encounter it. So satellite and radar, you can see still a band of clouds still showing up there along a nearly stationary boundary right through Fargo-Moorhead and then into portions of, say, northern Minnesota and Jamestown. That's where we're seeing one of those storms right now, right along that boundary. So you can see this is zoomed in to a portion of Minnesota that has storms earlier, but you can see no more. Maybe there near Thief River, actually to the south of Thief River there in portions of Red Lake County. Maybe seeing a rain shower there, but there's the one near Jamestown. You can see it's pushing now south of 94. Not severe, not really much lightning there either. So things are quiet for this evening, but the hour by hour does show as we go in toward the overnight along this same boundary, especially around, say, 3 a.m. or so. Could be seeing some more showers and storms picking up along that same boundary. So this is around 3 a.m. Some of you still could be on the stronger side, but not looking too impactful at this point for a good number of us. They look isolated in nature here overnight. But here's 3 a.m. and you can see some storms do continue there up towards 7 a.m. Expecting those 50s and 60s for most of us to get going in those darker parts of the hour by hour. Those are areas where we could see some of that patchy, dense fog. So Lake of the Woods County, northern Beltrami County, the Red River from Fargo up toward the Halleck area, some areas in the Devil's Lake Basin. So again, just take it easy if you encounter some of that dense fog in your morning commute, though that should lift by about 11 o'clock and we see those temperatures in the 70s for lunchtime. Plenty of dry time expected. Can't completely rule out, though, a pop-up shower or rumble there across Minnesota in the afternoon, but they look isolated in nature. So most of your evening plans look all good to go because that will be a very limited threat from those showers and storms. But look at this, 530, 80s for most everybody. Some upper 70s across Minnesota for those highs. And we're quiet until late. Of course, this is around 10 p.m. or so, seeing clouds increasing from the west. And with that increasing cloud condition, you can see chance of rain showers does return to our western neighborhoods there around this time tomorrow. But in Fargo tomorrow, starting off in those mid-60s, take note of that wind shift. It goes from southwesterly in the morning to northerly there in the afternoon. That's a sign that front finally pushes clear of our region. And you see those low 80s for highs. But of course, with that cool front coming through finally, we do see cooler air for the rest of the week. We're talking 70s for highs on Thursday and Friday. Still may have to dodge a few showers or rumbles there for Thursday, Friday as well. And the weekend looks fantastic, mid-70s both days. But in the PM hours on Saturday, may have a rain chance there. We're watching for you, but plenty of dry time this weekend.
We're slowly getting less and less 80s, but there's still there. At least it still feels like summer.
Kids are still going back to school, don't get me wrong.